Hi, Eric Gibaud, ericgibaud.com, and today I'm going to speak about my 5 tips or advice, photography tips for September 2022. So let's start. So I'm recording in the camping car. I've not presented it yet because Claudia Reyes wants to do some decoration, so we'll see then, but I want it to be sat really nice, have a side light, perfect. Okay, so this month the tips are all around framing and a bit of composition. Okay, so let's go for it. First advice: very often it's hard to get the vertical line really vertical or the horizontal line perfectly horizontal, like the horizon, for example. So in post-production it's really easy to rectify, to fix it, to adjust it. But when you adjust the horizon or the verticals, the thing is, it's going to reframe a bit, so you may lose some things that are important on your picture. Okay, so the idea is leave some space around, so when you're going to correct, then it will be nicely adjusted and you will not lose anything. Okay, so leave some space around. In case you have a reflex camera, not a mirrorless, a reflex camera in entry-level or mid-level cameras, normally the viewfinder does not cover 100% of the picture, but around 95%. Okay, so it means you already have some space there. But even though, I advise you still leave a bit of space, just to make sure that when you're going to correct the horizontal or vertical line, you will not lose anything important. It's true you will lose a bit of resolution, but that's not really a problem. Okay, I'm going to ask you for a small favor. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channels. There's a small button down here, so a small bell. If you click on the bell, you get notified when I upload a new video. I publish in 3 languages, so maybe you receive a notification for a video that is not in English. No problem, always publish the 3 languages at the same time. So you just go to any video you get and any notification, and then in description you will see the links to the other 2 languages. So if you receive in Spanish, in description you will have for French and English. If you receive in French, you will have notification for Spanish and English. So no problem. So it really helps me. Thank you very much. So let's carry on. Tip number 2. Well, most cameras right now, they have a level you can switch on in the viewfinder on the screen. Okay, and you will be able to see if your picture is, well, your camera is horizontal or properly vertical, depending on what you're doing. And this really helps, but not all cameras have it, and not all cameras switch it on the same way. So check your camera manual, so you will be able to activate it. Something else, sometimes you're going to make a picture in front of the sea where you have a perfect horizontal line, and you will see that although the camera says your camera is horizontal, it doesn't match the horizon. Okay, well, in this case, check your camera manual and adjust your level in the camera. There are a menu where you can adjust the level to make sure it's really horizontal. Okay, so this way you will be able to use it. And sometimes if you're not in front of something that is really horizontal but sideways, the perspective may make things wrong. Your camera says it's horizontal and the horizon is not. Okay, so don't worry about that. Just you check that when you're just in front. Okay, but use this. This is really, really useful. Advice number 3. This is not exactly framing, maybe it's more composition help. Activate the grids. You have optional grids on most cameras. You can have in 3rd, in 4th, or other option. Activate them. Many people switch them off because they think it bothers them, but it really helps, not just composing, also to keep the horizon properly, because sometimes you don't have the level but activated, but you can see if the horizon is matching, is parallel to one of these lines. It's really useful. I prefer the 3rd, the grid in 3rd, but some people prefer in 4th. You decide. Okay, but use them. They're really, really useful. Tip number 4. Well, maybe your camera doesn't have any level to indicate if the camera is vertical or horizontal exactly. Okay, but you can still get this information. There are some optional bubble level. I'll leave you a link here on Amazon. You see the picture, you have a bubble level, so you can put it in the hot shoe of your camera, if you don't have any flash on, obviously, and you will know if the camera is horizontal. That really helps. Even if you have the other level, maybe you want to have both. And also maybe your tripod, most tripod have, there is a bubble in there, so you can actually know if it's really properly horizontal. So I advise you, when you use a tripod, first you check that this is okay, because you will have just the camera to be fixed then, moving a bit the swivel or things like this, but at least the head, the ball head can adjust, okay? But at least if the tripod is properly set, it's already a big step, okay? So use your camera level and get some optional level for your tripod, or if it's included, use it, okay? That's really useful. Advice number 5, just forget about everything I've just said. Well, I'm just joking, okay? But not that much, okay? Sometimes you just cannot go against your enemy, so the best thing you can do is just get them as on alloy. And what does that mean? If you are not willing to, or you cannot, or you don't want to adjust the horizon or vertical in post-production in your computer, you can do it in Photoshop, in Lightroom, or whatever software you're using, but you don't want to do that, and you cannot manage to get your horizon really level, I advise you really twist it a lot. Not just tilt it, or whatever you say, not just a bit. Really a lot. If it's just a bit, it looks strange. People think, yeah, this is not level, this is not nice. No. 30, 45 degrees, something really, really drastic. So when you look at it, people say, whoa, that's great, or they don't like it. But they will never think that is because you're not able to get the horizon properly leveled, okay? So I advise you do that. Most people, they say that they skip the rules, but actually you realize they don't know the rules, okay? So if you go driving, you have traffic light in red, okay? And you pass by and the policeman stops you and says, what did you do right now? Well, I drove and I was a traffic light, red, and what should you do when it's red? I don't know. Well, you didn't skip any rule, you simply don't know how to drive. But if you say, yes, I should have stopped, I did not, because I have urgent things to do, so I had to pass and take the risk at this or whatever, then yes, you know the rule and you decided to skip it, okay? Same thing with photography. If you stick to the rules, well, you will probably never do something really bad, but you will probably never get something that is really wow, genius, okay? So it's your decision, but first practice with the rules. But in case you cannot, for whatever reason, really go with a really hard decision, say, I really twist my horizon or my line or the Eiffel Tower, I put it this way instead of vertical, or this, with decision, okay? Not just a bit, okay? Well, that's it. These were my 5 tips advice for September 2022. I hope you like it. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Small button down here and also a small bell. If you click on the bell, get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Also leave you links of my gear on Amazon, links of everything I've reviewed by K&F Concept, Sandmark, and Westcott Flashes, and also a link to my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. You can also do it in under any of my videos. There is a small heart with a $sign, and then you can do it. So please, no obligation whatsoever, obviously. So please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.